Evening, everyone. It's 6:45, and this is your closing comment, and it's video number 793, Wednesday evening, June the 2nd. Okay, so today was kind of pretty much a quiet day, unless you happen to be in any of those meme stocks. And I'll get to that in a second, but I wanted to show you the chart on the screen, which is the oil, which again made headway today, even though it had a very short range earlier this morning when I showed it to you. It did, in fact, make a nominal new recovery high here. Yesterday's high was 68.87. Today's high was 6,900. I know that's not much, but it does tend to lead me to believe that there is continuing momentum in the trade. I mean, you had it here where you had one day where it actually closed up, but with a shorter range, followed by another nominal new high, followed by another nominal new high yesterday, and then again today. So I'm not saying that it can't pull back, but I am saying that the measured move out of here is probably well into the 72 to 75 area, and that jibes with the notes that I included in this weekend's letter. Okay, so let's get to some of those meme stocks. We had AMC, which has a new initiative, which is a direct-to-shareholder channel, and that directly addresses all of those subreddit people, all of the meme people, all of the Robinhood people, and it clearly seems to be working. This is a weekly chart of AMC. And, I know that it looks like nothing in here because the chart has been expanded because of the change in prices. But, the stock has literally never been above this $36.13 way back in 2015, which was a completely different market. And it made a lower high here and then just eroded until we got back to this area where it was trading under $2. This is $1.91. Now, just to remind you, in the initial go around, that GME led the market in, and I'll show you that too. GME made a high that it has not yet approached. I know that was an intraday high. It shows here as 483. In the pre-market, it was actually 529, followed by the break to the downside and the rally back to 348, and the current high, which was today at 294. So that's kind of interesting, but the point is that AMC has dramatically surpassed that. It went from $2 to $20.36 and then came back down again into the single digits, $5 and change. And before it started up on this move, we were basically about $10. And in the first week, we went from $12.17 on the low to $36.72. And this week, we've moved all the way as high as $72.62. So, a high here at 20 clearly easily surpassed on the move here and really running way far ahead. We had the same basic thing that we had with GME with BlackBerry. BlackBerry's high in the first run-up was $28, came all the way back down here a couple of weeks ago, $7 and change, and it has only moved as high as $16.66. Not that that's not an incredible move, just that it has not surpassed. And Bed Bath & Beyond is now approaching that high, so it too, had a low last year of $3 and change on the first rally up. It made it to 25, came all the 17 and ran up to 53.90. So that was the high. When we started this move 2 weeks ago, we were 23.17. We rallied up to 30, and then this week we've had a range of 27 to 48. So while this one is closer to approaching that high, none of them have performed as well as AMC. The issue with AMC is that they've been able to continue to raise money, and it looks like they're really trying to revamp the company as far as its capital structure, and frankly, they're doing a pretty good job about it. Okay, other stocks that moved today. NVDA, 671, up $20, 3.1%. And the payment companies, Visa, up $3, 1.3%. MasterCard, up $7.06, 2%. PayPal, 262.17, up 290, only 1.1%, but nonetheless up. Of all of my groups, the only two that were not up on the day today were infrastructure was mixed and work from home was negative. Work from home, of course, also had the issue of Zoom having earnings yesterday. And I want to show you this. I mentioned it this morning and last night. Yesterday, it had actually closed around 327. When the earnings came out, it traded all the way down to 310 and then turned right back up and traded up to 334. So it actually had a close of 333, which was $5 up. Today it gave a little of that back, not much. As you can see here, 327.11 is down 61 cents for the regular hour close to the regular hour close. So really not much going on there. In earnings today, we had Advanced Auto Parts, which is usually good for, a pretty decent run. They beat top and bottom line. As you can see, the stock had closed yesterday around 194.5, rallied up to 198, and then came all the way down to 190.82 and closed down on the day $3.32, just short of 1.75%, closing a $0.50 off the low. So not a lot of action there. The stock actually is oversold. If it were to come down a little more, maybe to this 188 area, 187, unless the market is really collapsing underneath it, I would think that this would probably be a trade to the upside. As I mentioned, in the futures, we had the oil up. We had gold also trying to have a continuation of its move. Right now, it's up about $1. It did manage a gain today after opening and trading down. It was an inside day, a higher low and a lower high, but it did close up. This is a new closing high on this recovery. So that looks pretty decent. Bitcoin had a good day, up just over 2,000 to 38,000 and change. The dollar was up 8 cents. The bonds were up 3/8 of a point. And the nat gas, where we have a position, also had kind of a consolidation day. We sold half of our calls yesterday on the 100% up rule for the second set that we bought at 17. We got 35 and 36 cents for them. As you can see, also an inside day, but the 5 has definitely crossed over the 20 and is moving higher. We'd clearly like to see a close higher than this 310.40, and tonight we're trading 307.10. So that's about it. We also had the beige book today, which scared the market a little, drove it down. It turned right back around and came right back up tomorrow we have the ADP numbers. The estimate is for 675, addition to payrolls, and that's versus 742 last time. We also have first quarter productivity. The estimate is for 5.5% gain. We have Q2 labor cost, which looked to be down 0.4%. And because it's Thursday, it's claims day. And claims, we have both initial and continuing. Those are all before the market opens. At 9:45, after the market opens, we get service PMI. At 9:45, and at 10 o'clock, we get the May ISM number. So a lot to digest tomorrow, and I'll be back first thing in the morning to give you all of those numbers. Have a good evening, and don't forget to subscribe.